Hey guys, welcome back. It took about a 2-week hiatus now to work on the website and get some articles and reviews done for you guys. Again, this is brought to you by BeYourOwnIT.com, a free tech resource where we'll do instructional how-to videos, articles, and product reviews, all done, updated weekly, all for free, just for you guys. And please keep that content coming in. We've gotten a few emails, and we're going to get those videos out tonight for you. So if there's a video or a question you have, shoot us an email, and we'll make it happen, or post a comment. Tonight's topic, real easy and short, so I'm not going to overdo it. It's burning a CD. There's really two types of CDs that you can burn when we're talking about most conventional formats. That's either data or audio. So either you're backing up files or you're making a music CD. Both really have the same process, but we're going to focus on the music CD today. Again, as always, too, I'm going to use only software that pretty much everyone has. I know Nero is out there. That works awesome. It's kind of industry standard. If you have it, use it. Otherwise, Windows works just fine. I've used it forever, and I've never had a problem with it. I'm also going to assume that you already have the files on your computer. If you want me to do a video on ripping audio, I'd be glad to. Just let me know. So you're basically just going to go navigate to the folder where you have your music. Here I just have a Sufjan Stevens album that I purchased from someone. And once you open it up, you'll see your files here. All you need to do is use the right click on your mouse, bring up this menu, and you can go to the Send To option and then just choose CD drive. Really, really easy. It'll copy that file over. Now, if you want to do multiple files, just like anything else, you can click and hold and drag and copy it this way, and it'll copy all of them. Now, that said, now if you're going to burn, here's where it breaks off. If your CD player burns MP3s, you can put more files on than if you're going to just burn a traditional audio CD, and I'll get to that in just a second. For now, we'll pretend that it's just a regular CD player, because most cars out there still have their traditional CD players. Most new cars in the last year or two come standard with it. So if it's like an '07 or '08 model, you probably can play MP3s. The advantage of that comes now. You notice in the lower right when I copied that file, that little bubble popped up and said, I have files on my waiting to be burned to CD. I don't like to rely on that, so we can just close this, go right into my computer, and right into your CD drive. And here's the file I copied over. Gives you all your options right here, which is just two, write it or delete it. So let's choose write. It's going to ask me to name it. Name it whatever you want. I'll name it Be Your Own IT because I like to shamelessly promote. And hit next. Here's where the distinction comes in. You can either make an audio CD, which is, as it even says in Windows, for standard audio CD players. Data is for computers and some. So really the line is drawn where if your CD player supports MP3 playback, you're not limited by audio minutes. Like a traditional CD only holds 80 minutes of audio. With data, you can have as many minutes as you want, but only up to 700 megabytes of files. So maybe 1 to 200 songs on one CD. So if you have a long trip or you just don't like to change CDs like I do, it's a good way to put a ton of songs on one album if your CD player supports it. If you want to go on the safe side or you just want to burn a short album, for yourself or for a friend, just choose audio CD, which I'm going to do because it's a little different. And you'll hit next, and it'll open up Windows Media Player because it has to convert that file. Right now it's in like an MP3 format. It converts it over to CD audio before it can burn it. Don't have to concern yourself with that. I just like to give you a little bit of the background. And all that's waiting is for me to hit Start Burn. Once I start it, as you can see, it'll prepare, and then it'll encode the file, or decode it, and then write it to disk. The whole process will take, for an audio CD, it takes a little bit longer, but it'll tell you down in the lower right how long along the process is. By the way, use whatever disks are cheap, honestly, unless they're like some no-name brand that you've never heard of. I use Memorex or iMation. They're always super cheap at Office Max or whatever the place may be. And, It's not like this is 10 years ago where CDs are a buck a piece or anything like that. You can buy all that you want. Memorex has always worked good for me. They're not paying me, so I'm not going to promote them. But anything will do really. The keys you want will buy some CD players, and they can cause a lot of problems. So CDR there. As you can see, it's done. And what you didn't see is the CD-ROM on my computer just popped it back out. And it's all done. Now I can go in the car and listen to my favorite tunes, and hopefully you can do the same. So that concludes today's screen capture video for you. Again, we'll be putting up a couple more videos this week, January 11th. And as always, BeYourOwnIT.com for weekly articles, weekly reviews, at least one each, and then a free tech support forum. So I know it looks empty right now, but I just launched it. So please come over, offer up your questions, and we'll give you free answers. There's not much better than that. So again, have a great night, and if you have any suggestions for videos, shoot them over and we'll do them for you. Thanks. Good night.